Reaching your first $100,000 can feel like trying to hammer a nail into solid brick. It's tough, especially when you're starting from scratch. But here's the truth, while it's challenging, it's absolutely possible with the right mindset, tools, and a solid strategy. The best part, once you hit that first milestone, the next $100,000 comes much easier, almost like popcorn popping once the heat kicks in. And hey, if you're enjoying content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps. That first $100,000 is the hardest because it demands the most effort from you. You're the one putting in the bulk of the money, staying consistent, and sticking to the plan with discipline. For many of us, it also means completely transforming how we think about and handle money. You're not just saving, you're learning everything from scratch and laying down the foundation for your entire financial future. Let's start with your money habits. One big reason the first $100,000 is so tough is because early on, you don't have much money working for you. Without savings or investments earning compound interest, there's not much momentum to build on. To reach that first $100,000, one thing is non-negotiable. You need to create a solid gap between what you earn and what you spend. That leftover money, your surplus, is what fuels your progress. And this is exactly why the first $100,000 is so challenging. In the beginning, it's mostly your hard-earned income from your 9 to 5 that's doing all the work. You're not just saving, you're the main engine driving your financial growth. At the beginning of your career, this can feel like an uphill battle, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck, where what comes in barely covers what goes out. Even if you keep your spending low, a small income can still make saving tough. But no matter where you're starting from, whether it's zero or just a small amount, the key to reaching your first $100,000 is simple: grow the gap between your income and expenses. That means either cutting back on what you spend, boosting how much you earn, or ideally doing both. The first step is to trim your budget wherever you can, eliminate unnecessary expenses, and shift that money into your savings. If you're looking for specific areas to cut back, here are some ideas. Downsize your living situation. Housing is usually the biggest expense. If you can find a way to lower rent, like moving to a smaller place or getting a roommate, you'll free up a lot of cash. Cut back on bills. Do you really need the top-tier cell phone or internet plan? Maybe downgrading could save you $30, $40 a month. Choose cheaper. Transportation options: consider biking, walking, using public transit, or driving less to cut down on gas and vehicle maintenance. Cancel unnecessary subscriptions. Do you really need all 4 streaming services? Trim the ones you don't use as much. You can also cut back on meal kits, wine clubs, or even gaming and music services. Use dining out. One of the biggest budget busters is eating out. Try cooking more at home or drinking less when you go out. You'll be amazed at how much this can save. Reevaluate your hobbies. While we'd never want you to give up what you love, some hobbies can be expensive. If that's the case, you may need to put them on hold for a while to hit your goal. You can always try a cheaper alternative in the meantime. While cutting expenses is an easy and fast way to boost your savings, it might not be the most sustainable for everyone. After all, there's only so much you can reduce, and you'll eventually hit a point where cutting back makes life feel a bit too restrictive. Instead, another powerful option is to focus on increasing your income. Let's say you're earning $20,000 a year and your expenses are $15,000. That leaves you with a $5,000 surplus to kickstart your journey to your first $100,000. You could keep trimming your expenses to squeeze out more savings, or you could focus on finding ways to boost your income to $35,000 a year. That extra income would make a much bigger difference in reaching your goal faster. To boost your income, here are a few options to consider. Settle a side hustle. Whether it's a part-time job, freelancing, or something that aligns with your interest, any extra income can help you build that $100,000 faster. Maximize employer-sponsored programs. If you have a 401k, 403b, or similar plan, make sure you're contributing enough to get the full match from your employer. It's free money that can really add up over time. Invest in your growth. Keep learning and improving your skills. This can help you excel at work, earn certifications, and gain more experience, leading to bigger bonuses, higher pay, or even new job opportunities. The more you can cut your expenses and boost your income, the quicker and easier it will be to hit your first $100,000. But remember, we mentioned that the journey to your first $100,000 is a 2-part process. The first part is all about doing the heavy lifting, investing those initial dollars yourself. The second part, it's all about shifting your mindset. It's important to be mentally prepared and realize that hitting big milestones like your first $100,000 takes time. If you're aiming to reach it in just 1 month, a year, or even 2, it can feel extra challenging and you might end up disappointed. But don't let that discourage you if it takes a bit longer than you thought. Stay focused and remember that progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. One thing is certain: determination, consistency, persistence, and a lot of hard work, you can absolutely reach your goal no matter where you start or what your circumstances are. Whether you know a little or a lot about personal finance and investing, the key is believing in yourself. If others can do it, so can you. What's stopping you? Why can't you achieve this goal if you're ready to put in the effort? Your first $100,000 is out there, just waiting for you to go after it. Charlie Munger once said that the snowball will roll faster and faster until it gets to a point where you can't keep up with it. This is how success works in life. One victory leads to another. Cash flow creates more cash flow, and wealth leads to even more wealth. Thanks to the power of compound interest, a 10% return on $1 million brings in $100,000 without you having to do anything but let time do its work. This is why the next $100,000 is so much easier. Once you've got momentum, your money starts working harder for you, and you don't have to invest nearly as much of your own money early in your career. With the first $100,000, you look at your account and see just $3,000. It's just as crucial as the financial goal itself. Trust the process. Measure our emotions the same way we track our money. Remember that every journey begins with a single step. Reaching your first $100,000 building journey started here, and that's all that matters. Keep learning about how money works along the way. Focus on earning more, saving more, and spending stumble less. And make mistakes. Are you on your own journey to getting back up? Dust yourself off. We'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment. Eventually share your story with us. I hope you picked up something valuable today, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you won't miss more money tips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.